Okay, hello. Today I'll be talking about the history of vertebrates. It's been estimated that the earliest living vertebrates could have lived between 500 and 600 million years ago. They were jawless fish, most similar to modern hagfish. Hagfish are not quite vertebrates, but craniates due to their lack of a skull or cranium, and the fact that they do not replace the notochord with a vertebral column during development. The vertebrate and craniata clades are pretty much synonymous of each other, except for the instance of the hagfish. Garsting's theory proposes that all chordates originated from some deuterosomes because of their similarity to the chordate body plan. For example, bilateral symmetry, one directional digestive tract. Some early adaptations that resulted in the first craniates were changes to the muscle and skeleton, which allowed segmented and better controlled movements, and the replacement of the notochord with a vertebral column. This is what pretty much resulted in early vertebrates. Changes in physiology, for example, the emergence of gills, the heart and kidneys, and the loss of the cilia of the pharynx, and also changes in the nervous system to locate and capture prey, and the origin of sensory glands. Amphibians were the first vertebrates to set foot on land, although they did need to live near bodies of water to reproduce. Reptiles eventually evolved from most likely an amphibian ancestor around 300 million years ago. They were the first to lay amniotic eggs with internal fertilization and were the first vertebrates that did not need water to reproduce. So they could live pretty much anywhere. Mammals and birds both likely evolved from a reptilian ancestor about 200 million years ago for mammals and 150 million years ago for birds. Today there are five, sorry, Today there are five main groups of vertebrates: fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Out of these, most fish, amphibians, and reptiles are ectothermic, which means that they regulate their body temperature from the outside through behavioral changes. For example, like in this picture, a lizard hiding under a rock for shade to keep cool. The metabolic rate and activity level are also dependent on the outside temperature. Before the rise of birds and mammals, all vertebrates were ectothermic. So obviously, birds and mammals are now endothermic, which means that the body temperature is regulated, from the inside through metabolic or physical changes. For example, shivering when it's cold or sweating when it's hot. The metabolic rates and activity level can remain high regardless of outside temperatures, although it will require more energy to maintain bodily temperatures. And that is the end. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the discussion board.